Okay, good afternoon and welcome to my session. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency. So first of all, I give a very brief introduction to myself. I'm Joseph Liu and I'm senior lecturer here and I'm also the director for the blockchain research lab in Monash. Okay, in the past, I always like to emphasize that I'm a cryptographer. But since no one wants to know what is a cryptographer or what is actually cryptography. But time has changed. And now when I tell people I am doing research on cryptography, they will ask the same question. Have you got so many Bitcoins? Or are you an expert in Bitcoin? So tell me when to buy Bitcoin is the best time to gain money to invest. Because of this blockchain or basically it's Bitcoin since the invention in 2008 and of course, last year, the price of Bitcoin increases more than 20 times. So many people are crazy about Bitcoin. But what is Bitcoin actually? Actually, Bitcoin is a kind of cryptocurrency. So today, I'll give you some introduction of what is cryptocurrency. But in fact, we would like to use a more general term to describe the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. It's actually blockchain. Because blockchain is the underlying technology to provide this kind of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. And we are information technology. Of course, when you study Bitcoin, there are so many aspects. For example, the investment or the governance or law aspect of this cryptocurrency. But as our faculty, we are information technology. So we focus on the technology side. We focus on how to maybe design a cryptocurrency or why it is secure or why it is so great and the underlying technology behind this cryptocurrency or the blockchain. Okay, so basically what is a cryptocurrency? Well, if you don't know anything about cryptography, never mind, no worries. Because I can just use some very simple terms to describe what is a cryptocurrency. It's a distributed ledger. It itself is a ledger system. Ledger that means once you have written something into it, you cannot erase, you cannot modify, you cannot delete. But more, it is a distributed. It is not maintained by one single cloud server such as Google or Apple. No, it is a distributed management. And also, it is a decentralized. There's no one in the centralized system said, I am the king, I am the administrator. No. It is a decentralized, distributed ledger system. And once you have written something into it, you cannot modify, you cannot erase, you cannot delete. Okay, then you may have another question. This is a ledger system, a distributed ledger system. Then what is the relation between Bitcoin and this distributed ledger system? Before talking about Bitcoin, let's go back a step. Okay, Bitcoin is a kind of digital payment system. Before the invention of Bitcoin, how can you manage your money? Of course, in the bank. In the bank system, okay, suppose I'm Joseph and I deposit $10 into the bank. And of course, the bank they has a kind of record or database to keep track of this transaction. Say, Joseph has deposited $10 into the bank, into my account on the 1st of August. And in the 2nd of August, Joseph has transferred $3 to Peter. And all these transactions are kept in a record in a database into the bank. So this is a traditional, we call it digital management system. There's a centralized party. Here is the bank. And the bank, of course, we need to trust the bank. We trust the bank that the bank will not change my record. And of course, the bank will not reveal the details of this piracy of record to other people. So we trust the bank, and we trust the record maintained by the bank. This is the traditional system. But now, we move to a distributed and decentralized domain. Still remember, blockchain or Bitcoin itself is a distributed ledger system. We can write something into it, but we cannot erase. And based on this mechanism, we can write all the transactions details into this system, this ledger system. Say, I can write, say, I'm Joseph, and I got 10 Bitcoins. Today, I transferred 2 Bitcoins to Peter. And everyone knows that 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. So next time, I cannot transfer, say, 11 Bitcoins to another people Because everyone knows that I have 10 bitcoins today, but I have already transferred 2 bitcoins to Peter. Because this information is not erasable, so everyone can verify, everyone can trust the system, and this is the basic idea of Bitcoin. And you may ask, how about technology? Why we cannot erase? Because from the word cryptocurrency. Okay, from the word cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, the first word is crypto. We use some kind of cryptography, some kind of mathematics algorithm to provide, to guarantee the security of this system so that we cannot erase and we cannot modify it. And everyone, even in a decentralized system, we can trust this system because of some cryptographic algorithm. And this is what we studied, what I've studied in the past as well. And tell you one more interesting thing about myself, a story. I got my PhD in 2004, 14 years ago. At that time, my PhD research is about cryptography, of course. And I just finished my PhD thesis, published a paper, and then, okay, at that time, I just want to graduate, and of course, just to write some papers. And I haven't thought of any commercial use of my PhD research at that time. But 10 years later, in 2014, what's happened? One of the cryptocurrency called Monero. Monero is a kind of cryptocurrency that provides user privacy in addition to Bitcoin. And currently, Monero, the market capitalization is $2 billion US. So what's the main difference of Monero and Bitcoin? They use my PhD thesis to provide a privacy-preserving algorithm. But at that time, I didn't patent my PhD research. I didn't protect any IP because I don't think my research will have some commercial application. But 10 years ago, Monero just make use of my PhD research to produce another new cryptocurrency, to making it itself as the $2 billion US cryptocurrency. But of course, I got nothing. I got nothing. They haven't told me that, they haven't acknowledged or said thank you email to me. No, they just make use of this to produce a great cryptocurrency. But at least I'm happy because I know my research contains some value, not just publish a paper in a conference or journal, but my research can be applied in cryptocurrency. And how large the value is it? $2 billion US. Though I got nothing, but at least I'm happy because I know my research can generate money, can generate the real money from the information technology, can generate a huge amount of money because of my research. And here, in the Bitcoin, actually, you may have a question. We are users, but how to maintain or who? We don't have bank. Then who are responsible to maintain this system? We have miners. And miners, they are responsible to verify the transaction, to maintain the system. Of course, they got some reward of doing that. The reward is currently if you have a miner, if you can generate a Bitcoin successfully, you will got 25 Bitcoins as a reward. So as the price of today, each Bitcoin is about 7,000 US. So if you successfully mine the Bitcoin, you got, say, more than 100,000. But of course, it's not easy. In the past, maybe you can use a computer, but now you need to use, say, maybe supercomputers or maybe a pool of computers to do the miner. But at least these miners, they help the system to maintain the stability of Bitcoin. So although we don't have any bank here, we don't have any centralized system, we have the decentralized miners to help us to provide the stability of the Bitcoin system. And currently, actually, we have more than 1,000 cryptocurrencies in the world. The first one, of course, is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, we can say it is a blockchain 1.0 because this is the first application of the blockchain technology. But we may have, later on, we have Ethereum to be a blockchain 2.0. Instead of just putting the transaction details, actually everything you can put into the blockchain system. In Ethereum, you put the programming code. The programming code into this distributed ledger system so that, say, the nodes can run this program independently and distributedly. So Ethereum, we call it a blockchain 2.0 because it also supports smart contract. Smart contract, just like some virtual machine or some code running on the distributed system. So currently we have more than 1,000 cryptocurrencies. And we generalize a bit these terms. In the past, when we talk about, say, blockchain over nodes, so we need to use, say, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, many people heard about that, and many people may earn something on Bitcoin as well. But Bitcoin is a type of cryptocurrency. In previous slides, I've shown you more. We have more than 1,000 cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, of course, is the number one. And we have other cryptocurrencies as well. But all this underlying technology, we relied on the blockchain. Blockchain means they form different blocks, and then they have used some kind of cryptographic mechanism to chain them together. So what we have interest as a technology investigator, not the investment expert, but the technology called blockchain technology here. And besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are cryptocurrencies, we can also have some kind of private blockchain. For example, several companies, if they want to connect with each other, but they may not trust with each other, say different banks, they may not trust with different banks. But if they want to form a system, to form a decentralized system, they can use private blockchain. And IBM Hyperledger is a very famous product or service that provides this kind of service as a private blockchain. Well, actually, in addition to the fintech, of course, Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies are related to the financial transaction or financial technology. But in fact, blockchain is not just limited to the fintech. It has lots of applications. For example, in the logistic or supply chain management, or maybe we can use it as a smart contract to determine the digital rights. There are lots of applications. If they require a decentralized, trusted system, blockchain will be a perfect solution. So this is also one of our main research area, to apply blockchain, the technology, into different kind of sectors, not just restricted to Bitcoin or the payment system. If you want to find out more, we provide you these opportunities. So we have a Bachelor of IT, and there's a major in Computer, Network, and Security. Even for the Bachelor of Computer Science, we have a major in Data Science. All these will include some knowledge in blockchain technology. So hope you enjoyed today, and hope to see you soon in this faculty. Thank you.